before we get into the video, I wanted to remind everybody to subscribe to our channel. We're giving away a bunch of prizes when we hit 1,000 subscribers.
Hey guys, Tim and Trevor with Chasin Trails Outdoors. We are here today at Trevors Site, standing in front of the cell link that he purchased from Spy Point. And just the camera right now is overlooking his site. We're going to show you an introductory to his site here in just a moment. But Trevor, thanks for bringing me out.
No problem. Thanks for coming out.
So Trevor asked me if I wanted to come and check out his site. Trevor's going to try and make some content for the channel this year, and hopefully we're going to have some excellent video because Trevor's been very successful in his site here. So how many deer have you gotten out of here so far?
I've shot 2 bucks 2 years in a row. It's
Two bucks,
it's a 2 seasonal deer site for me.
Okay, nice. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's spin the camera around, Trevor. Why don't you take us for a little tour of your site?
No problem. Alright, so welcome to my site. I'm just going to kind of give you a quick tour. So obviously, as you can see, this is the tree that I'm using for my trail camera, pointing it this way to have the proper light so I'm not getting a lot of blank pictures. I did have to add a external antenna because the signal's not good back here. It works really well in here. I've been getting pictures continuously since I put up the antenna. The thing I like about the spot, I've found multiple deer trails. So if you turn over here, Tim, we can actually see one of the trails that the deer frequently use, and that's one of their entry points. If you look behind me again, about 50 yards, I've got 2 real scrapes that I found last year, and I've actually got video of a nice 10-point buck that was using one of the scrapes, and it worked all throughout the rut last year, so I'm definitely going to be putting a mock scrape back there this year. I bait quite a bit. I use a multitude of different things. The deer seem to really like the carrots here. I buy a lot of apples every single year, and I've been experimenting with corn feeders the last couple of years. The thing is I find the corn does attract a lot of raccoons and porcupines, so I'm trying to be cognizant of that and trying to find a way to keep them out of here. I'll have 8 or 10 raccoons some nights, and that's just too many for me. If you want to come with me. So I used this last year. I found this worked phenomenal. It's a Wildlife Research Magnum Dripper. So right now I just have a little bit of all-season piss in there, and I've actually had multiple bucks actually use that fake scrape there last year. Although I'm actually going to move that back where the real scrapes are, hoping that they use that. I found that having a mock scrape right directly at your site is not necessarily the best idea. You want the bucks around, but not necessarily into your site. So this is my salt block that I use. I will be adding a second at some point in time. However, you can tell that they like the salt because they've now made a trail right beside the salt. They often come out here. This is one of their entry points. I find all the deer tend to come from this side, which is good because my entry point into the site is on the other side. So that way I'm not walking through any type of bedding area or anything else, so I shouldn't be disturbing the deer whatsoever.
So Trevor, tell me, what do you got right here?
So this is a little bit of antler craze. I got this from Mark at Backcountry Bow Shops. I've been using this all summer long, and up until the last couple weeks I had a really nice buck that was coming on a weekly basis, and you could just see the antlers exploding. He looked to be about an 11-point buck the last time I saw him, about 3 weeks ago. So he was loving this stuff, so it's worked really, really well. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, we've been using this at multiple of our sites over at the farm locations, and I gotta say, this antler craze mineral that these got set up, I mean, it's got salt and minerals, and it's got corn and oats, and it's just got everything, it seems, that really draws the deer in, and specifically designed to help with antler growth. Yeah, I've just been seeing so much success with this year as well.
This is the first mineral that I've actually bought that I can actually say genuinely attracts the deer. I think you've been like everybody else out there and bought some sort of mineral, poured it on the ground, hoped the deer would come. The deer
Yeah.
show up once or twice, and they never really
Yeah.
consistently come
Yeah.
back. This buck was coming back on a weekly basis, and now I've got a couple does that are coming for it. I had a doe here last night, came in for 3 hours straight, in and out, at the site for the antler craze.
Yeah, it's really a great product. Well, Trev, here we are sitting up in your stand right now. I gotta say, I'm impressed. This is a really nice site you got going on here.
Thanks, man. A lot of work.
Yeah, yeah, no, anybody who thinks hunting is just sitting around, they don't get how much effort comes into hauling all this food and stuff in and getting it set up and then building your stand and having your shooting lanes. And, you know, people think you just sit around and everything just comes right into you, and it's not quite like that.
No, and this is a different type of hunting, especially where I'm in forest, not in a field or anything.
Yeah,
So I have to bring in most of my food. You know, I have to cut the lanes that I'm going to shoot out of and make sure everything is accessible so I'm not screwing up anything when it comes to crunch time. So
Yep.
it's important. You got to put the time in working.
and here, guys, take a look at this picture here. Talk about some beautiful shooting lanes he's got. I gotta say, Trevor, I am very impressed. This is a really great spot. You have a lot of sign, a lot of activity going on. You've got a deer buffet of various foods and minerals, and yeah, man, I'm really excited to see what happens and see what you pull out of here this year.
Well, so am I.
Well, guys, this is Tim and Trevor from Chasin Trails Outdoors. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as we still have the 1,000 subscriber giveaway going on. Thanks so much, guys, and shoot straight.